Set up here. Y'all know I got to do my hair thing. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let me do my hair thing. Okay. Today is April 9th, 2025. It is currently my clock. I can't see my clock. So, guys, this message came in on yesterday. Y'all know Spirit be giving me some fire. But I was studying on the all, the Hermetic principle. And as I do, I asked Tarot, what are the secrets in the all or the mysteries that you want to share? And she gave me some good stuff. So, let me go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to read briefly the all. Under and back of the universe of time, space, and change is ever to be found the substantial reality, the fundamental truth, the Kabbalion. Okay? Under, back of, universe of time, space, and change is ever to be found the substantial reality, the fundamental truth, meaning that in everything that is, in everything that has been, in everything that is to come, there is a foundational truth. And the question is, what is that foundational truth? And it is the all. There is something, so I want you guys to imagine with me that we have all experienced times in our lives where we know God came through for us. And if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, I would have been swallowed up. Can we all agree that we have had this situation occur? Can we agree? I definitely say I know for a fact. I understand that I know there is something greater than me that holds me when I'm unable to hold myself, right? So would you agree that at some point in this life, something transpired that made you go from believing that there is a God to knowing there's a God? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy to see you guys. Okay, right? So raise your hand. We've all made an agreement that we have experienced something in our lives that took us from believing there was a God to knowing there was a God, right? Come on in, welcome in. Go ahead and hit the like button. I want to share with you guys about the Hermetic principle of the all. Okay? And when I started, I said under and back of the universe of time, space, and change, it is ever to be found the substantial reality, the fundamental truth. What is that fundamental truth? That there is something beyond each and every one of us that exists that holds this thing together. We might not agree on what it is, but we all agree that there is something that holds this thing called reality, simulation, matrix, whatever you want to call it. There is something bigger than us that is doing this. So we've agreed on that. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe if what I'm sharing helps you open your mind to a new way of being, a new way of perceiving. Welcome in, Charles. Okay, so we all agree that there is something that we went from believing there is a God that took us to knowing there was a God because we encountered something that if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side, I would have been swallowed up. Let me hear you. Let me hear y'all. Can y'all hear me? I know I've experienced that. Okay, so now in that case, we would all agree that there is a power that is beyond us of some kind. Would you agree on that? We all agree there's a power beyond us. Then when you understand, y'all hear me, stay with me. When you understand mathematics, then you will be able to come to a logical conclusion of variables, that there is something greater than us, and that is the all. There is an essence that powers each and everything, not just living things, but there is a power that is in inanimate objects. Let me give you an example. So I love to decorate. And when I go into a store, I go to what I am magnetically drawn to because it holds a frequency that is familiar to me. So I'm going to draw to this beautiful piece of art that happens to be furniture. I'm going to draw to that. So the essence that was in that furniture and the essence in me was attracted to one another and brought us together. So that is the all. It is in everything. The all is all, and the all is everything. Okay? Now, we've spoken about the Hermetic principle of polarity. We spoke about the Hermetic principle of gender. Go to the other videos. Go to the other videos and it'll go into detail about it. But with the all, inside of the all, there are polarities, meaning inside of the all, there's a masculine in frequency and there's a feminine frequency. The masculine frequency is going to be more logical, more action based, more outside focused. The feminine energy is going to be what's unseen, that's in the dark, that's mysterious, that is emotional, that is connected to the source. You see, because we're the vessel that is used to bring the unseen realm into the seen realm. We are the mothers. We are the vessel that has been chosen by the great mother to be the vessels that she connects with to bring life into this existence. I kind of got off there, but so we're all on the same page. The all is in everything, and the everything is all. Okay. Now, as we are constructing and creating a new life, the goal, if you want to become something that you have never been before, the goal is to understand universal laws and to operate within those universal laws so that you can bring into existence that which is brought into existence through universal laws. You don't want to get something cut off too soon because, you still have karma to pay from something else. You can't expect to move forward until you tie up all the loose ends from the past. So if you still have some loose ends from the past, go tie them up, go make amends, go do what needs to be done to end that cycle so that you can begin a new cycle. Okay? And so we're still talking about the all, understanding that within the all, there are universal principles that we must follow in order to live a life of flow in which we were created to do. Okay. Now, I'm gonna skip some of what I said. I'm gonna skip the middle part of my share, but I'm gonna go to the message that I received from Spirit regarding the mysteries of the all. And the first one is the mystery of the all is that it is masculine and that it is feminine. It is both. And when we're able to balance the two within our own self, then that's when we are aligning ourselves to be able to receive the essence, the energy of the all. so that we can operate on a higher consciousness. We're reprogramming ourselves we're reprogramming our subconscious to automatically function on a higher level. We're doing this intentionally because we're reprogramming our thought processes from the time that we were in war. Now we're reprogramming ourselves to our native way of being, and that's operating from the universal principles, which aligns with the Great Mother, which aligns with Mother Earth, which aligns with Mother Kai, which aligns with Mother Nature, so that we can continually evolve and no longer be stuck in a mentality that is self-destructive. We no longer want to function on a program that the enemy programmed into us. It's not our fault what happened to us, but it's our responsibility to fix it. And if anybody can tell you, it's coming from someone who I'm not gonna go into details because yeah. Y'all will find out. Y'all will learn about it soon. The second mystery of the all, balance is required to move forward through your circumstances and situations. So if you have been a dirty, dastardly dude to women and a wicked woman to men, and you've siphoned their energy, you've sacrificed them, you've sex trafficked children, you sex trafficked your children, just all these things that is now coming out. Before you're able to move forward, you have to make amends spiritually before you can move forward with each and every person that you mishandled. That's the only way you'll be able to move forward. And so another mystery there was shared. Number 3, what is your why for existence? As we begin to reprogram our mind from being in war, guys, we have been in war. We've been prisoners of war. They waged war on us without telling us. And that's why life has been so difficult. That's why a lot of your family members don't help you, because they are being rewarded financially and socially for withholding what belongs to the natives from the natives. They have blood oaths to this. But we are now out of war. Now we're processing people out of war. It may seem like nothing is happening, but trust me, everything is happening. Imagination. Imagination. What do you want? Who do you want it for? Is it just you want it for you so that you can walk around flossing so people can bow down to you, a fake image, because they don't know what you had to do in order to get that image? That you had to sacrifice people's souls, their minds, and their bodies? That you had to sacrifice your mother? That you sacrificed your children just so you can walk around this earth so people can look up to you, not knowing the things that you've done in darkness are yours. You can't run from them. They're electronically connected to your auric field. You can't erase it. You can't pray it away. You can't get spirits to clean it up. It is an energetic cord to your deeds, your energy frequency. What y'all are looking at right now, this is the physical body. But the way that this is set up is the physical body doesn't last. It is the energy being on the inside that is for eternity. And if that is for eternity, wherever your hands touch, wherever your words go, wherever your feet go, wherever your energy field goes, it is being captured by a library that remembers everything called the Akashic Records. And what a lot of people don't talk about is there are certain people on the earth that are able to read those Akashic Records. Scientifically, we know that people can see through levels, realms, dimensions, and timelines. And these abilities are coming on more and more with the children that are being birthed now. They're coming into this earth having a deep understanding of their spiritual nature and their purpose. We're no longer stuck where we can't move forward because our family members are casting Babylonian blood magic, Babylonian sex magic, and Babylonian, what's the other one? Blood, sex. It's another Babylonian magic. So we've all been in a stupor. We've all been in a sleep spell. We've been walking around okay. Well, not really okay, but we've been walking around. But our souls are encaptured in the spiritual realm. Remember, as above, so below. So if our souls are in spirit in a spiritual dungeon, the way that it'll look on here on earth is that we're never able to move forward. We're just spinning our wheels. And after some time, people don't have the ability to keep going, so they stop. And when they stop, they might be around the wrong people. And when they're around the wrong people, they'll start doing the wrong things. And this is worldwide, where they have been what they've waged war on the natives of the land when we didn't even know we were natives. We just thought we was within our family members, which turns out not to be our family members, which turned out, we're one of the kids on the carton, but we didn't know it until now. This is what's coming down, y'all. So I want y'all to brace yourself because everything has been a lie. Everything's been a lie. So that's why I come on here. Can y'all give me a like or something? I'm giving y'all some good information. Like it, subscribe, because we're in the new earth. We're moving into the new earth. There are new ways of being in the new earth. There are new ways to operate. You can operate in a particular way and get the result that you want. Now that we have come out of war, we're no longer in war. Now it is time for us to build. What is your why? What is your why? Are you building to change your generational curses into generational blessings? Or what are you building for? So that you can leave your name on this earth in a fingerprint in the form of a library dedicated by you to humanity? What are you building now? And so, as we speak about the all, we all have the all, and all is in all, and all is all. There is an essence to everything that makes everything everything. And that's why we're working on living in harmony with nature, living in a way that we're not in boxes, that we mainly live outside, and then we can move in and out of outside freely, because this is what we are accustomed to. This is how we lived before we were in prison. We're going back to the ways in which the earth is balanced. So that's why it's important to balance out your grievances with the people that you have now. Don't get caught in a karmic loop. You want to jump out that loop because it's going to happen any day. Use your imagination and determine what is it you want. This is another mystery of the all. Determine what it is you want, because remember, all is in all and all is all. So that means that if all is all, then I am in the vicinity of what it is I want. Now I just need to bring it into imagination. What exactly is it I want, and what does it look like? What does it look like? And there's a death and a rebirth. There's going to be a complete end of your old life and a complete new beginning of your new life. What do you want that new life to look like? So right now we're on the mindset 30-day challenge. We're about a week into it, but you can always jump in. And this is what it's about. It is motivating you all from the basis of science, not a hope and a wish and a prayer. There are variables within a problem that if you put them together accurately, the sum is gonna come out to be exactly what you want it to be. Let's connect. Let's consult. Let's determine what it is you want, and let's create a blueprint that will get you to it from a scientific standpoint. From a scientific standpoint, not a hope, not a wish, not a prayer. We're going to follow the science of the thing. Okay? That's death and rebirth. It's a death of the old way of living because we were trained as prisoners of war. And how are they going to train you? They're going to train you in a way that diminishes you. So now that we're out of prison, now we have an opportunity to start a new life. How are we going to start our new life? How are we going to make it as far as we possibly can? The first thing is reprogramming our subconscious mind to line up with that exactly the thing that we want. This is a formula. Success is a formula. And when you tap into the formula, then all you have to do is follow the formula. There is no emotions connected to it, although you want connections to it. You want connections to it, but if something in the 3D realm happens and it looks like it's not going to happen for you, then you understand that I'm not going to take an emotional stance to this. This is a formula. If I stuck to the formula, then it's going to work, and that's all it is to it. Thank you, Charles. I still don't have no likes. What is going on? What's going on? I know I'm giving some good information. That if you find out what your formula is for the success that you want in your life, all you have to do is follow the formula so that you can close out everything that needs to be closed out so that you can have your rebirth. You can have it however you want. You can have it however you want. Nobody can tell you how you can live your life now because you're sovereign now. We're free. We get to do it however we want. But keep in mind, we have to follow the universal laws. As long as we follow the universal laws, we can do what we want to do. That's freedom. It's a matter of respecting nature the way that you want people to respect you, right? Give, and it shall be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaking together, and running over, will God cause men to give into your bosom. Right? And again, polarity. Polarity. When we understand that if we are walking this earth as righteous men and women, then we will also understand that the opposite is true. There are entities, beings, deities, people that operate just as strongly in the dark as we do in the light. And they're going to stand for that and recognize that that is a part of the formula of success. They're nothing but a variable. They are there so that you can achieve the sum total of what your intention is. There has to be resistance. Otherwise, we would not grow strong. Otherwise, we would not go deeper. Otherwise, we would not study longer. Otherwise, we would not look at our moods or our responses or our behaviors. There's a R word I'm trying to, what is the R word that I'm trying to think of? It's an R word. What's the R word? Just looking back and determining how can I become a better person? How could I have handled that conversation where it would have ended better? How can I grow my business? How can I grow this relationship? How can I give back to humanity? How can I be the change that I want to see in the world? How can I, whatever it is, leave a legacy that it blesses humanity? Reflect. Thank you. And so when we reflect on the things that we want to do, that we want to accomplish, that we want to achieve, it is a matter of simply changing your mind and reprogramming your subconscious mind to solve the problem. And it's not as hard as you think. It's not. It takes 21 days to break a habit. Consistently either do or don't do something. 21 days, that's 3 weeks. In the scan of things, in a 120-year lifespan, 3 weeks is nothing. So every 3 weeks, you can strive for something more or something greater or something different or something that exhilarates you so that you can utilize the understanding that when you do something different, when you step out of your comfort zone, you are firing off different filaments in your brain. So your brain is going to start thinking differently based on the thing that you're looking at. If you're looking at how to optimize brain processes for spiritual growth, physical growth, whatever it is you want, as you look into that thing, it's going to open up and share with you the secrets of the thing that you won't find in books. Okay? I don't know where that comes from. Somebody asked me a question, so I just answered it telepathically. This is going to be it. The main thing I want to leave with you guys today is to keep in mind that all is in the all, and all is in all. So we are one. It doesn't matter if it's light, it doesn't matter if it's darkness. The yin and yang, remember, that's still one circle, but it has darkness and light. Both are needed, both are required. So as we move into year 2025, there are going to be a lot of revelations about people, about organizations, about just everything. This is the year of revelation. So there are going to be things about people come out that you would never have imagined is going to come out. Like such very low frequency activities that people that we have looked up to that are doing. People that we admired are doing things that for the normal god or goddess would never even, their mind is not even, set up to think that way. You know, I was watching one of my ladies today and she was talking about the spiritual burp. I just had one. Have y'all heard of the spiritual burp? Burp. Charles, have you heard of the spiritual burp? I just had a spiritual burp. It's like when we're doing channeling, we just start burping. Like, what is that about? But it does have to do with our throat chakra. So energetically, there's activity around my throat chakra, which I guess would cause a little bit of air in there. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up, but the all is in all. The all is all. Keeping in mind that the all is masculine and feminine. As you move forward, you're going to have to balance out things in your life that you just can't leave things undone. If you owe someone an apology, give them an apology. If you owe someone money, give them their money back. If you owe someone a good telling off, give it to them. Just give it to them. Just playing, but I'm not playing though. What is your why? What is your why? Because that's what's going to fuel you. That is your gas, right? Imagination. Envision your why. We're living in a multi-dimensional universe. And this is part of the revelation that we're not living in just one um, fixed universe. We're living in a static universe. So as you embrace your energy, you're able to embrace the energy you want to embrace as you reprogram your subconscious mind. This is the channel for that, guys. This is the channel for it, to reprogram, to line it up to do what you want it to do. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Oh, thank you for waiting. Thank you, Charles. Um, let's see. So I have this rigged up on my sweater, y'all. I broke my stand. Oh my God. Okay. That's just gonna have to work. Okay. And so remember, death and rebirth. As we are going through these changes, there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna fall off. Let them fall. That means their season is over. They're no longer compatible with where you're going. You know, leave with grace and love as much as you possibly can. But when you recognize you can't leave that way, tie that motherfucker up. You know, if somebody don't want to let you go, go with a big tear up. When people don't want to let you go, make them, you know, people don't. I think T.I. said this. He was like, people don't realize when you always nice, the consequence of not being nice. There's still a consequence regardless to what your thought process is. The truth is, everybody ain't the same. So when you got to make people let you go, make them let you go in the worst kind of way. Let them know, okay, there is a consequence. There's a consequence that you're going to have to pay, homeboy, homegirl. Let them know. Because I have a team that do not play about me. And I'm sure a lot of people know that too. It's just what it is. And it's just odd that people continue to try to do dirty things in the spirit realm and think you're not going to get caught and have to get dealt with, not by me, by my family that is greater than me. That is their assignment. They're here on assignment to protect me. See? I'm still all perfect like I was before, but even better. You have to understand whatever you're doing never did work. It was just training ground for me. They used it to train me in different lessons. That's it. That's part of the variable. One of the variables is that there's always got to be an antithesis, the opposite. What would Superman be like or Wonder Woman be like if wasn't nobody coming up against them? It'll be a boring story. When you understand things for what they truly are, not the illusion, then, you know, nothing is really a big deal. The truth will set you free. Oh, thank y'all for my one like. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's one of the laws of reciprocity. I'm going to always share that because I am calling forth my soul tribe. My soul tribe understands that reciprocity is a universal law. I'm going to give to you because you're giving me a different way of being or seeing or perceiving life that will change my life for the better. And so I'm not having to give any money. I'm just having to show support by giving a likes up, a thumbs up. That's equal reciprocity. And those are the only people I want around me, because anybody else, they just want to siphon your energy and not give you anything in return. Like, who does that? That's got to be someone who is off balanced within their life. So they can't expect to get anything good from God because they're constantly having to give back what they never give in the first place. We can look at nature. When I breathe in, I'm getting that from somewhere, and the trees have something to do with it, but then I give back out to them too. I don't just take up all their energy and not give anything in return. That's the natural flow of nature. Reciprocity is a give and take. When you find yourself in relationships that are only take, cut those cords and move on silently. You don't even have to tell them nothing, just block them. You know, it don't even have to be a conversation. You don't owe anybody anything, especially somebody who's coming to steal from you. And I'm going all up, but this is still in the all. Understanding that all is all, even those people that operate in darkness, they still have some um, energy of the all because the all has to balance out. So it can't be all light. We wouldn't understand darkness if there wasn't darkness. We wouldn't understand light if there was not darkness, and we wouldn't understand darkness had it not been for light. We would be off balanced if we were missing one of our toes. So the humanity is about balance. How can you balance this relationship? Is this person taking more or am I taking more? Let me balance it out. A lot of times when we're in relationships, it all really boils down to one person getting more in the exchange, but it's not a tit for tat like that. It's just like, for me, my um love language might be one thing and his love language might be something else. But if we're both pouring into one another's love language, then we're both looking to keep the relationship balanced. When it gets off balance is when one person is always taking and taking and taking, and the other person is always giving and giving. And the reason for this dynamic is, as children, because this is all starting in our formative years so that we can get on the wrong pattern and ultimately crash out. That's the way they wanted it to happen. Um, so the person that's constantly giving, they were taught this in childhood. They were taught this is how to be by the actions of those around them, to be a giver and never receive anything. So when they get with this other person that is a constant taker, they learn that from their parents as well, to just be a constant taker and not to consider what does this other person need so that we can stay balanced. Because if one person is the taker and one person is the giver, you're going to crash out. The relationship is going to crash out because it's not sustainable. That's the whole purpose of relationship. When one person is not as strong in an area, their partner is strong, and then they're strong in an area where their partner is not. So that balance is how you maintain longevity in any type of relationships. Balance, understanding that there is logic, there is timing, there is logistics, but there's also emotions and thoughtfulness and compassion. Those are two sides of the brain that both need to be activated in order to achieve Christ consciousness. So, what is your why? Why are you here? What is your purpose here on earth? Do you know your why? What are you inspired by? What inspires you? Who do you want it for? Do you want it for just you? Or do you want it for your family and your children's children and your children's children's children? So that means that we've got to get together and put this blueprint together so that we can begin working the blueprint. We don't have to worry about the timing in this. This is not about timing. When we are dealing in quantum mechanics and the quantum dynamic field, there is no time. So the goal is not to focus on, how quickly can I become a millionaire? The focus is on cultivating who you are to reach the frequency of a millionaire. How do you perceive life and its difficulties? How do you perceive success and its challenges? How do you perceive yourself? That's the ultimate. How do you perceive yourself in a world? Are you contributing to the greater good, or are you taking from it more than you're giving? Because you have to understand the universal laws are those laws that are immutable. You can't change them. It is programmed into the fabric of life, these universal laws. So, as smart as you think you are, as witty as you think you are, as calculated as you think you are, we have to understand that some things require the balancing of the checks, the ledgers. It's got to be balanced out. It might take about 6,000 years. It might take 3 weeks. But understand, when it is calculated, the length of time is going to be calculated as well. Like what's coming to my mind right now is Dante's Inferno. With Dante's Inferno, there are different layers of hell. Although there is no actual hell, it is the mind state of hell. Then what happens is, when you are cast into hell from a spiritual perspective, there are different things that take place in the brain, and I have not studied this, and I probably will now. But there are different things that take place in the brain that puts you in a hell state, which is, ooh, it's too much. There are different realms, frequency. There's an underworld. I can't. Let me do my study and research on it, because there's so much coming in. Oh my gosh. Mm. Oh Lord, let me see. Hold on. Give me a minute. There are dimensions, like for instance, which y'all see right here with me. Most of y'all see me, but some people can see other things that are here. And that's realizing that there are different dimensions. So my eyes on my face may not be able to see that there are dimensions within dimensions. It's just that the way that our eyes are set up, we can't see them, because if we truly could see in the spiritual realm, we will see a whole lot of things that we don't really want to see. So that is why it's so important that you program the energy in your house. Get you some sage, get you some incense, light some candles, have nice scents, some nice smells, open up the door so it can air out, candles and things of that nature. You want to affect the energy. Have music playing, high frequency music playing. Don't argue in y'all house. Don't argue at all. You don't want those energies and spirits to be attracted to you, because it can. And I don't even know how we got on that, but yeah, this is just a conversation. Just a conversation. Um, oh, okay. We were talking about different hell states. Now, so there's different dimensions. I'm in a dimension. There are other dimensions, because there are other beings here with me. Um, but at the same time, There are other timelines where people can be thrust into a timeline that is cursed, and that's a hell state. And you keep looping in this curse. And what's coming to mind, let's just say a man who is an alcoholic. He constantly chooses alcohol. Like one lifetime may have died in a car wreck, and another lifetime he died on a motorcycle, and another lifetime, he died somewhere else, but it's all connected to alcoholism. That's a curse. It's a generational curse. And each time he reincarnates having the opportunity to break the curse, to jump out of the loop by stopping, by choosing a different route. And so we're all being challenged with this. If you recognize that your life is having a pattern of something that you do not want, you want to recognize what that pattern is so that you can jump out of the loop, so that you no longer have to experience that. So you nor your children will have to experience that. That's how you break a generational curse. But I'm here to tell you, the energy frequency, once you jump out of that loop, you did it. But the energy frequency is going to constantly try to pull you back because they don't want you out of this loop. You have to stand. You have to know why you did this. That's why I said you got to know your why. What is your why? Your why is going to be what's going to see you through regardless. Know what your why is. Why are you doing this? But you have to jump out of the loop of doing the same thing over and over again. Whether it's you woke up one day and you recognize you were a whore, man or a woman, and you decide, well, I don't want to do this anymore, because sex is a spiritual contract. People are able to put demons in you, and they do, through sex. And it doesn't matter whether it's your husband, your boyfriend, or just a sneaky link. That is how this thing happens. It is a spiritual contract. And so when you take on someone else's demon, they are relieved of it, and then you're walking around with the curse. Bitch, take your shit back. You heard me? So that's why everybody, we have free will. I always talk about we have free will. But on this channel, I'm sharing with you how to move out of these low vibrational frequencies that we have been bound to for so long. Come on in. Welcome in. Go ahead and give me a like, thumbs up if you like what I'm sharing. Go ahead and subscribe. I believe that is what I have for you all today. I had a little bit of sacred geometry in the middle of my share of my lesson, but I was guided another place. So I'll come back to this maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but until the next time, namaste. Until the next time, namaste. Bye, y'all.